What's up, guys? Your boy Chris of 1980 Something Co. And this is the 1980 Something Show podcast. Very special vintage community memes edition. And I'm joined today with Corbin, the heat broker and the administrator of Vintage Community Memes. What's up, dog?
What's up, bro? Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah.
Yo, so this is a special episode because we're just going to be clowning. Like, I've been looking forward to this episode since I told you the idea.
Yeah.
You're doing something great with that page. So, like, how did that idea come about?
Well, it was a random idea, to be honest. I was in my girl's living room. We were bored watching Netflix. And, it was like a random, like, Sunday. We were doing nothing. And I was just, I made a good amount of money already from the stuff I sold that day. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just make a meme page. Because I honestly had that idea in my head for like a couple months, but it wasn't like a serious idea. It was just like hey, somebody should make a meme page, but I always wanted somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
But nobody came across to do it. So,
There's a lot of really good page ideas, and people will start on them and then just kind of fall off. I feel like you have the enthusiasm for it, and like you run it good. Like, you're posting a lot during the day.
I try to, yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
Anyway, so I see everybody getting a kick out of it. So I wanted to just take this episode to go over some and just talk about them. And like,
for sure.
I feel like some of them I don't really get because of the way I sell and the way I get my things is different from other people.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be happening with other people as well. Like, sometimes we're laughing at things that they don't get. So
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's give them a little bit of insight into that, and let's just get started.
For sure. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So let's see here. So the first one right here, let's start with the one that kicked it off.
For sure. Want me to read it?
Yeah, so.
All right, it says,
So the picture's going to be up right here. So just just imagine they're already looking at it with us.
So, Mom, I'm going to go out with a male friend. And the mom says, be careful. Boys nowadays only think about one thing. And the girl says, sex? And the mom goes, no. And then there's a picture of the bins.
And it's like some dirty-ass bins.
That's what guys think about, I guess,
Dude, that's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. That's the first one.
Let's see here. How to happy. All right, I'm just going to scroll through these, and then whichever one you see that you like, want to talk about, just let me know. How to be happy, buy more vintage.
Yeah, it's simple.
Oh, this one right here. Me dying.
I remember I saw this one on somebody's page before I even made this page. Yeah. And I remember when I made the page, I was like, oh, this is a meme I saw a while back. I got to get that one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Super Turbo Rad. But yeah, your friend at the bins when you pull a heater.
Yeah. Like, I don't care how much heat you got that. You could have gotten like bins full of heat that day. And then the next rotation, your homie gets a banger. You're just like, oh, yeah, like, it hurts. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I believe it. I'm not a bin picker, unfortunately. Yeah. But I feel the pain, though. In the picture, I'd be like, man, I don't know. I don't want to feel that pain, to be honest. Yeah.
Especially, like, that's one thing. But if you've been there all day and you haven't gotten anything and then your homie gets something, it's like, that's your homie. You should be happy for him. But, yo, I needed that.
Yeah. And the caption, I said, congrats, bro. Like, but the sad face.
That was hilarious. Funny. So, how many followers is it at right now?
I think at 2,000 something. I don't know the exact number.
Damn, you started like last week, I feel like.
Like probably 2 weeks ago. Yeah, not that long ago at all.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, the growth is insane.
Insane. Oh, this one right here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so like you said, you don't really like hit the bins and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is something that does happen at the bins. Is like when you spot a new reseller at your thrift shop, like, dude, you could sense when the car is parking outside your spot. You're just like, wait a minute, what is that car?
Yeah. I mean, when I used to thrift, when I very first started this vintage stuff, I was thrifting, but I would never, like, I didn't have a spot per se.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people out there who thrift who have their own spots. So I never got that feeling myself.
Yeah.
But seeing somebody new in your spot, I guess, is like, what the fuck? Who's this person?
Yeah, bro. And I've said before on podcasts, like, you have to have a certain kind of respect, or there's like kind of like an unspoken rule. Like, when you pull up to someone's bins, you know what I mean? Like, you have to kind of just like one thing that I would do is like I would always introduce myself. Like, I wouldn't be too pushy. Like, yo, you guys got anything for sale?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, you're kind of just in another territory. My girl would be like, just go. It's a store. Like, it's a public place. Like, go in there. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, there's a code.
Yeah.
There's a code out there.
Of course, yeah.
All right, so one thing that's like a major theme on my podcast right now is snipers versus pickers. Not in a bad way, but just like I'm noticing that there's like a lot of crazy accounts of people who just snipe stuff online.
Yeah.
The actual pickers that are, out there in the bins every day. And like,
yeah, man, that whole mindset of the snipers versus pickers thing, it's supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be serious at all. Like, we all making money. So stupid. Y'all getting really mad about that. That's so stupid.
Well, some people do take it that way. You know what I mean? Like, people who snipe stuff online will be like, like the bins, I wouldn't touch the bins. You know?
Yeah.
And then the bin people are like, oh, you didn't get that at the bin. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a funny thing.
It's one of the
And there's I think that's probably going to be my favorite meme in here.
Yeah.
Is that the one that kind of just represents that, and I'll get into that one once we get into it.
That was a good one.
All right, your dead stock is a reprint.
Kermit,
Kermit sipping that tea.
That's the classic Kermit meme too.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody use that picture.
Yeah, it's good when we use classic memes on the vintage community.
Just change the words and it's still funny. Like,
all right, tell me when you see one that you
for sure.
like on here.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl one was pretty funny with Jesse.
Yeah,
I remember Drew posted that one, and I was weak because this is a person we all know, so this is funny.
Yeah, anytime it's someone that that makes it funnier. Because this one says, the look you give when someone at Rose Bowl asks for rap tees. And I'm not sure what that expression is. Like, is he like smiling because he's got a lot?
I think like when I saw the picture, I was like, wait, so this must mean that like, it's like he's looking at the person like, this guy is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Either way, that one's just classic because it's got Jesse on it.
Yeah.
Shout out Jesse Heifetz and the Heifetz brothers.
Yes, sir.
All right, what we got right here? This shit is gold right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the hoarder versus the collecting enthusiast.
Yeah.
It's like Pooh's like normal as a hoarder, and he's like what is it, like has a bow tie on as like an enthusiast.
Yeah, just the changing of the word changes it from just a dude with a bunch of old t-shirts in his room to a curator.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like a fancier word.
Yeah.
That's pretty
All
funny.
right, so
I made this one myself, the Uzi and
this one's by you. All right, let's check this one out.
Yeah, like when the homies are talking about the latest Supreme drop, but you're just thinking about vintage, and you just like, it's like they're all talking, but see Quavo with the Ren and Stimpy shirt on. That's me for sure.
Yeah, they're all talking and they got like some hype stuff on.
Yeah,
they're all like dripped out, and then Quavo's just like off thinking about something else.
Yeah,
just, like head to the side, kind of daydreaming.
Exactly. Yeah, and the shirt just sets it off, to be honest.
Yeah, and this is such a heat broker shirt too. The Red and Stimpy.
That's why I made it. I was like, this is perfect for me actually. But yeah,
dude, that's gold, man. I want to make one. But every time I come up with like the idea in my head, I'm like, I don't know. I got to think about the right picture to go with that. I thought of one this morning. See, I should have wrote it down because I forgot.
I came up with a lot of memes, but they're all kind of like not too funny. I don't know.
Oh, I love this one right here. So it's Robert Downey Jr.'s face, kind of doing like this little smile, and it says, "When a customer tells you I know people who charge less, you say I know customers who pay more."
Facts. That's like a way of life right there. Yes. I mean, I can use that towards everybody.
Mm-hmm. No, when people hit me with that, when they're like, why so much? I'm just like, why are you even saying that? Like that, you're pretty much telling me that you don't know shit about vintage.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like people would be like, okay, so bro, you're charging this much for your shirt. All right, bro, you can either not say nothing or just like look at the next shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like just move on. Like, why do you have to tell me that you're broke? You know what I mean? Like, just go on to the next thing. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. So funny, man. Yeah. And that's what I think is also great about this account is it's a way to like release your frustration. Like we're all on here just dying. Oh, cool. All right, we're all going through this.
It's like what everybody's thinking, but nobody wants to say.
This is kind of like the bin ones, like what boys really want.
Yeah.
What women think men look for, and it's like
titties and ass.
Titties and ass.
And then it's like what men actually look for is a bunch of rap tees. I think that
rap
picture isn't that picture Sneaker Moeezy's picture. That could be tripping.
It looks like it is. It looks like from that crazy ass haul that they had at the beginning of this year.
Crazy.
Right here. So we got Samuel Jackson saying, "Say single stitch again."
Single what?
And like, some people get mad about like stop saying single stitch. It's like, why,
bro? Like that's one thing that irks me, to be honest. When people will be like, "Bro, why are you so stuck on a shirt being single stitch or not? Why does it matter to you?" That's the whole thing. Like, what if it doesn't matter to you? So that's cool.
Yeah. What I want to know is how that's not exciting to someone. Because like when I see a tee and it's like a banger, and it's single stitch, I'm like, dude, that makes it even cooler,
Bro,
especially if it's a shirt that is reprinted in the 2000s and you see it in double stitch.
Yeah.
To see it in single stitch is just like, it's just dope.
I think people just hate on it because it's like all the newcomers who are coming into vintage, they're getting stuck on it. But the people who have been in the game, they don't want the newcomers to be stuck on just because the shirt is single stitch doesn't mean it's special.
Right.
But I mean, that's up to them.
Yeah.
Anyways, man.
Okay, I can see why that could be annoying. Like if somebody is like trying to charge up the ass like ridiculous because it's single stitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like their main selling point. Okay, that's annoying.
Facts,
but,
yeah, true.
Man, I love when something is single stitch. You know,
same.
I thought people like didn't like people saying that because they're like, oh, don't get the secret out there, because that's kind of what it was before. And I was like that. I was like, yo, keep that on the low. Like that's a secret of the trade. But now that it's become more than just like, you know, it was like a smaller community of just people just making money, getting by, paying bills like that. You know what I mean? It was more humble, but like now it's an actual whole ass culture.
It is, yeah.
And now that it's out there, it's like, if you're really going to try to be like, don't tell people about the bins, don't tell people about single stitch, you're kind of looking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's out there. It's already out. That's part of the whole thing. Like,
yeah, it's already out there, so you can't keep it a secret.
Yeah, exactly.
But for sure.
All right, so thank you very much for that one, Samuel Jackson. And that one was submitted by, I love that you also tag whoever throws that up. So that's Wax and Threads Vintage. That's an OG right there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and that's another thing. When I made this page, I was like, I'm coming across a lot of other pages I didn't even know about on my main page. So it's cool.
Dude, this is good.
Oh, yeah. When the cashier at Goodwill says, these are worth a lot of money, and you got to act surprised.
Dude, I've done that. I'd be like, oh, yeah? Oh, I just like the colors.
Yeah, true that.
And, of course, your boy right here. This is my first. And you made this one.
I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't make this one. Somebody submitted this one to me,
Dude,
and I
this
posted
is good.
I just tagged you.
Oh, it was 4D Vintage.
Yeah.
Who's 4D Vintage? I feel like I know. Oh, I know another dude. His name's 9D Vintage. All right, but
for sure.
Man, that's great though. I love that. Like, I've actually got. I think I got the most appearances on.
Probably, yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
because there's like a few more that I know.
Your face is definitely shown a lot on here.
Yeah. When you pull a banger, but it's on a gilded.
Is that from like your vlog video?
That's
or
from
something?
the vlog.
For sure. I was like, what's this from?
I was dead when I saw that.
What are the ones? Yeah, this one, the Flake. Oh man, this one had me dead,
dude.
Yeah, bro. I messaged you on payday. That's like the main like line that a lot of people use, but they never fall through with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say that.
Yeah. They just like. That's one thing. I think I told you this before. Like sometimes I want to put in my bio, if you don't want to buy, don't respond.
Yeah.
You know, if I give you the price and you don't want to buy it, just don't respond. Like, I'm not waiting for you to respond. You know, like if you respond, like I'll take it, then I want it. You know, but usually when I see just on my phone screen, the lock screen, it says like, "Oh, okay, I'll get back to you." I'm just like, "Okay, good." Like I don't even open your DM anymore. It's just that's it.
Yes, man. It's so.
But they put Flake, and it's just, I've never even seen this candy before. Like,
I don't know what it is either, but
like some European candy.
Flake. That's what they are for real.
I'm dead on that one. All right, what we got here?
That one was pretty funny. I made that one too. I submitted a lot of my own memes, obviously, but this dude asked what does single stitch mean. It's like somebody making fun of like a mannequin. I don't know what the fuck.
I wonder if that's actually happened to anybody before. Oh, yeah. But it's just funny to think that it has. You know? Yeah. All right. The I Only Wear Vintage starter pack. Oh, man.
Who we know. Just kidding.
That's hilarious, man. Yeah, there's just some people just coming into it that are trying to, like, you know, figure it out. And, you know, they're trying their best, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not making fun of them. It's just like it's true.
But it is funny, though.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
All right.
What other one?
This one right here is kind of, like, deep.
Hardcore kid. Lack of personality, vintage band shirt. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Hey, some of these is just like, I wonder exactly who. Oh, this one's classic. This is one that I think about from time to time. Clients, as soon as you name your price, and it's the iMessage bubble, like they're typing, and then it just turns into a ghost.
Yeah, that's perfect though. It's like the same exact like picture, but it's just different.
That's great.
Ghost. They went ghost on us for real. What are the funny ones? Yeah, this one was hilarious to me, to be honest.
This one? Oh, yeah. Just because the way he's walking.
Yeah, my girl was like, please don't wear something you found at the thrift store to my parents' house. And it's a guy like walking with like a cowboy. It's like a cowboy hat or like a
it's
thrift
John
store.
Lennon. He's just like
John Lennon.
there.
That's John Lennon. I didn't even notice. That's funny.
That's the beauty of memes. It's like it's just that photo, but like you get the sentiment behind it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Dude. And a lot of the best memes are just have the least amount of words. Like it's just a photo, and you're just like, dude, I get exactly that feeling. You know?
That was the best one.
Oh, this was you last night.
Yeah, for real. I'm always up. When you got to get up for work in 15 minutes, but you've been on eBay all night.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I hit the casino last night, and I was up to like 2 a.m. gambling, and just like drinking, and then like for some reason like we took a break, and I was just going through like we were talking about Marvel tees and stuff, so I wanted to show him this like bin find that I had of like it was all Spider-Man tees from the 80s.
What?
It was like 2 Spider-Man tees from the 80s and a satin bomber jacket. I couldn't find the post, but yeah, I came up on that haul, and I was trying to find it, so I'm scrolling all the way down, and I'm like seeing all these posts. Like I'll see things that people I know now that I didn't know then would be interested in, and I'll just send it to them, like not trying to tease, but just like, dude, look, I used to have this.
Yeah.
So I sent you a couple at like 1:30 a.m. last night.
And I was up.
And you were up. You responded right away. We started chopping it up. So and you were like, you were doing eBay snipes, right?
Yeah,
you were just online somewhere.
Yeah, I was on eBay. You sent me that Albertsons shirt you sold a while back, and I was like, whoa, that's fire.
Yeah. So yeah, when you got to get up for work in 15 minutes, but you've been searching on eBay all night, damn, that's crazy.
Patrick. What are the ones? Somebody.
This is good. When somebody posts a reprint and tries to claim it's vintage.
Yeah, man. You see that I see that on eBay all the time.
Yeah.
It's eBay.
Oh, that's a straight, eBay
mania. It's
classic for that. How much do you want to take this shit down?
This picture is SpongeBob has me weak.
Yeah. So this is actually, I feel like we should be explaining the photos more for the podcast.
Oh,
so this is probably just going to be for the YouTube.
You're right.
Screw the podcast.
We were just laughing at him. But yeah.
Like I was telling you before the video, thanks for being down for all my crazy ideas. I'm kind of just like, I really don't know what I'm doing. Like right now, this is my cell phone. I'm hoping it doesn't run out of memory. I got the mic and we're just scrolling through memes. Like
we're winging
whatever. Yeah, just have an idea, just execute it.
For real.
Yeah, I'm still super hyped to do this.
This is hilarious, so far. So I'm glad we're doing it. Let me see. I made this one. It wasn't too funny, but I've gone through this experience a couple of times. When somebody it says send 40. Okay, I'll explain to the podcasters. It says send $40 through friends and family, or send $93 through goods and services to cover fees. Like that's not the fee. You know what I'm saying?
But to you, it's just like that extra like couple bucks. You're just like, man, no, I already got it for the low. I don't want to give no more money. Like,
it's
so it might as well be $100. You know what I mean?
Facts. I've been in that situation where somebody is like, hey, bro, this is gonna be $50 through friends and family, or $60 through goods and services. I'm like, it's $10 difference. Is not the fee, bro.
It's not the fee, bro.
Anyways,
Yeah, but I've learned, like, before I used to be like, man, I wish I could just trust this guy so I could send it to my friends and family.
Yeah.
But now what I've realized is, like, probably I was doing this, like, just overthinking it. And now I'm just like, oh, wait, that's only, like, $4. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to send it, goods and service. I won't even say it. Like, I'll just be like, all right, sending the money through.
Yeah.
And then I'll just send it with the 4%. Or,
I feel you, yeah. And I bet they'll be like, okay, send it for sure.
Yeah.
Works out.
Yeah, so I think that's just a safe way to go.
Let's
see here.
Okay, so this one, I think I've looked at my interactions on this page, and this picture, like last week I checked, had the most interactions.
Yeah.
And
who is this dude?
Bruh. Like, okay, so I posted it myself because I submitted it.
Yeah.
But this dude pissed me off, so I just had to post him myself. I don't know his Instagram name anymore, but yeah, he pissed me off because he was hating on me like so hard. But yeah, anyways, I found his picture and I was like, yo. I DM'd in the picture too before I even posted it. I was like, hey, bro, I'm about to post this. And he was like, are you serious, bro? But yeah, I don't care. He was like, when you ask your girl for a coochie sweater for Christmas, but she gets you this bullshit.
Oh, my God. You went in on him.
Yeah, I did. I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, and there's another picture. Like, it's two pictures for this one.
Yeah, and then you slide over and the next pic is just...
it's like his face, like, just like... And the picture ain't even like a bad picture, bro. So I don't know why he's tripping. It's just a funny picture. So don't get
it
too
is a
mad.
funny picture. But yeah, I mean, poor guy, he did probably get caught off guard with that smile, but it goes so good with the meme.
Yeah, it's a perfect sweater for the meme too. Sorry, bro.
Oh man, sorry about that, brother.
And that probably made me seem like a hater, but he made me mad that one day. Y'all, if y'all saw what he was messaging me, man. But yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those, it's like, just be nice to each other on Instagram. Like, I get we're not face to face, and sometimes it's kind of relieving to like be negative to people.
Yo, it is. It sounds fucked up, but it is.
Yeah, but try to fight it. Try to fight the urge. Oh, this is good right here.
Oh yeah, shout out to Gestures. He posted this shit.
This was who?
Gestures Thrift.
Oh, Jester Thrift. Yeah, he's got a couple of. He's got a couple submissions. Huh?
He's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him get meme credit a few times.
When you show your date your vintage tee collection,
it's so fucking big. Yeah, that's what we wish, right? That's what we wish the girls would say. Dude, speaking of a funny situation like that, last night I went out to dinner with a couple homies, right? I went out with Mintage, Savage Army, who else was there? Mintage, Savage Army, and Albuquerque Thrift God. Shout out to the homies. And we went to go have some pizza, and we're chilling, and the waiter comes up, and he's like, all right, he pulls out his little notepad or whatever. He's like, all right, what can I get? He's like, whoa, where'd you guys just come from? Like, you guys got some badass shirts. Did you just come from Hot Topic or something? And it's like, we pulled up wearing like tees that we think are dope. You know what I mean? We're like, yeah, we're just like, we got sick ass tees. It's kind of this unspoken thing. Yeah. But like to other people, they're just like, you guys are just all wearing like really cool shirts. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I can see how he would like why people would think that.
Yeah, we would think people would like see us and be like, yo, look at those cool ass guys with their sick ass shirts.
Their vintage shirts.
Yeah, instead they're just like, yo, did you guys just come from Hot Topic or some shit?
That's
like,
pretty funny.
What's up with all them graphic tees? That was legendary, man. I realized like, if you're chilling with I wonder if this has happened to anybody else out there. Like if you're chilling with a bunch of homies, you guys all got on sick ass vintage tees. Like maybe if you're going to places where people know about vintage, like maybe you're getting like a lot of clout for that. But if you're just going to like we did, like just a dinner, I wonder what people's reactions are to that. And if you guys have any experiences like that, put them in the comments because that's
for real, that'd be interesting to see.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, but on that same note though, like Hot Topic stuff is starting to become vintage or nostalgic, I would say.
Yeah.
There's some pieces that I seen somebody post from like 2001 or 2 from Hot Topic. I'm like, what the fuck? This is starting to become a thing now.
Yeah, I think 2000 stuff is pretty hot already. Like
it is, yeah. But certain things though,
and it's not even music stuff. Sometimes it's just like basic striped shirts or like little fun graphics on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah.
Because I feel like in the 90s was like the big boom of like in the 80s there was like a few graphic tees. 90s was a big graphic tee time, and then 2000s people just started getting real creative and funny and just being like, we don't have to just have bands and like promo stuff on there. Like we could do artwork on shirts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So.
Exactly, for sure.
That's when I was like, yo, graphic t-shirts are the shit, was like early 2000s. Just not even vintage, but just any graphic t-shirts.
Yeah, same.
And that's when you see like Urban Outfitters has like that whole section of just graphic tees now that they go hard with.
PacSun too.
Yep.
Anyways, man, they ruined it.
Well, we're bringing it back now with the vintage, with the sick tees. Speaking of tees, what do you got on right there?
I got this 96 Pez dispenser shirt.
Dope.
I love my 90s candy shirts, if y'all know me. But
That's
it's cool little banger in my opinion.
I got this Natasha. I love this shirt. I forgot who I got this from, but
Natasha. It
was just like a little sleeper. It was all dirty. It was just in there, and I was like, yo, it ended up being just one of those pieces, because like somebody asked me last night, like, how much of what you buy do you keep? And I'm like, I don't even know. I just buy. And then like as I'm processing it, either to post or whatever, I'm like, yo, this is kind of cool. Yeah. Like I kind of, when I'm in buy mode, I'm just happy to just be going through stuff.
I feel you.
It's once I'm home and I'm reviewing it that I'm like, yo, wait, this is mine.
Yeah. That's
so this is one of those pieces that when I got it in the buy and I got home, I was like taking it.
There's good colors on it too.
Yeah, I love it. Nice bold graphic. Natasha, she's one of the villains from Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
For sure. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. So one of my fave tees.
Thanks.
All right, next one. This one right here had me dying. I'm going for Marco.
For sure. Yeah,
is that the one you were doing?
I was going to do the one next to it.
Okay, we'll do that one right after. All right, so this was just like a random thread, but this is funny though. Dude, this had me dying. So, dude, what is your street name? I guess they were gonna like meet up for like to do a buy or whatever, and dude says Lil Marco, and he's like, you live on a street called Lil Marco.
Yeah, that's just funny.
Dude was puzzled, and he said, "Oh, you meant my address."
Yeah, when I first read that little thread, I was like, wait, because I was kind of confused too until I read the last message.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, Lil Marco, oh, your street name. I was like, wait,
classic,
yeah, that's hilarious.
Dude. Who submitted this? Lil Marco? No, Snapback 831.
Yeah, shout out Snapback 831.
Man, so they were both just confused. Like, dude was like, yeah, I'm about to sell these teas. Oh, wait, why does this guy want to know my street name?
I know, right?
Is he trying to, like, ambush me or something? Like, is this a rival?
And it's funny because his name's Mark, so everybody knew. It was like, yeah.
What's up, Mark? What's your street name? Oh, Lil Marco. That's classic, bro. All right, which one were you going to say?
The one right next to it.
This
Yeah, that
one.
one.
Cool.
It's like the skeleton, like the classic skeleton picture with like the evolutions, I guess. And it says white, black, Asian, gay, straight. But on the last one, it says Lowballers, and it's like a monkey skeleton.
Like a Neanderthal.
Neanderthal, yeah. So it's like everybody's the same except the Lowballers, pretty much. Like,
so I'm sensing you have like a bit of a disdain for like Lowballers and like Flakes, and I feel like because of what we do, like we answer so many DMs, it's like, don't waste my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Lowballers, Flakes. Which do I hate most? I mean, to be honest though, I guess Flakes. I hate Flakes more. Yeah. Because Lowballers, I can't control that. Somebody will offer the most that they'll pay for the piece, and I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But Flakes, man, if y'all will say you'll buy something and you like just don't like come back, I don't fuck with y'all. Yeah,
I'm like Flake proof because I kind of just like, if you say you're gonna buy something, I don't consider that true until you buy it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I kind of just like, I'll have 50 people saying like I'm about to buy it, or even I'll have people saying like about to send it through right now after I give them my PayPal info, and to me it's not sold.
Damn, for sure.
You know, there's people who will do that just to hold it, or there's people who will. Yeah, even if they pay me some, do you ever get a payment in like pending?
Yeah, it happened to me last night actually.
Yeah,
I had to tell the guy, I'm sorry, I can't send you the product.
Yeah, same. I'll just say like, listen, I'll be straight up with you. Like the payment that you sent is pending. It's not gonna clear for I don't know how many days. It says 3 to 5 days, I believe.
Yeah.
I was like, if the item is still available then, and you tell me, I'm not gonna like be keeping track of it.
Yeah.
If you tell me that the payment is cleared and I still have it, it's yours.
Facts.
But until then, it's not considered sold.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But it sucks on their part because I'm pretty sure that they didn't mean to send it pending. You know what I'm saying? But oh well, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times people don't mean to do that, and I've had people who are like, most of the time people are like, my mistake. I'll just send it. I'll send it to you correctly, and then they fix it, and then they send it to me, and then they cancel the transaction on their end. And like I'm flake proof because for that reason.
For sure.
Earlier when I said like I want to put in my bio, don't respond if you're not gonna buy it. Like I'll never do that because that's like a personal thing that irks me. But at the same time, I understand what I'm in. You know,
business.
What I signed up for, doing this business. I love what I do still, but that's just one of those irks. You gotta have an irk even if you're doing your dream job, right?
Yeah, we're people.
Yeah,
yeah, we're human.
All right, up next, what do we got? All right, this is good.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
This is a feeling right here. This is like whenever you get like a Dragon Ball Z shirt,
bro. That's the perfect example for this meme. Why would you put that graphic on the back of this shirt? Man, fuck. And this meme is perfect. I think they could have chose a better picture for it though. Like why Britney Spears? Anyways, okay, so I made this one. I thought this is my best meme that I made so far.
Let's check it out.
It says, me explaining to a clueless person that certain vintage tees sell for hundreds of dollars, but they refuse to believe me. And it's Woody's like talking to Tiny Buzz, like schooling him.
Yeah, and Buzz is just like, nope,
yeah,
I'm not listening.
Yeah, it's pretty much like I've gone through this situation lots of times, and it kind of gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I kind of just don't explain to people over the internet. Like when I sell at the market and people hit me with that, I'll go into detail, you know, because I'm there. But over Instagram, like, I feel like it's kind of hard to explain that, and it'll just sound kind of cheap. Like people will think you're just trying to be a car salesman or something.
Yeah, true. And some people are just dickheads. Some people just don't. They're just rude. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can come to me ask me why is this shirt cost $100. True. Don't be like, bro, you're fucking taxing or something like that, or I don't know, you know. But yeah,
there's so many variables that go into a price that don't just include, but are not limited to like just hype, condition, who's selling it, you know what I mean? Like those things are very important. You know what I'm saying?
There is sentimental value that exists in people. You know,
and when you say like who's buying it, I mean who's selling it, that matters, because if it's someone with the, you know, not as much traction or not as much ability to sell things quickly, they should be pricing their stuff at appropriately, right?
Yeah.
But say someone like you, someone like me who has that wider audience, like I want to sell things at a price that is going to go to the real buyer.
Yeah.
Not just someone who's like, it's that much, I'll just buy it. You know what I mean? Like, you want it to go to the person who is like, I'll pay that price because I need that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I posted a Kanye West graduation shirt like a couple weeks ago. Plain shirt, cool ass shirt, but it's plain, you know what I'm saying, and it has a golden tag on it.
Yeah.
I sold it for $150, and I put the price in the caption. I never really do that, but I put it in the caption.
I saw that.
So somebody commented on it like, bro, you sold a fucking white shirt for $150? Never in my life. Yeah. And I was like, bro, like you could have kept the comment to yourself, bro. Pretty much. Like,
I'll put prices on my story sales, and then I'll get DMs like, why the fuck is this shirt $120?
Yeah, like dog, like
if you don't know, like. And I don't blame you for not knowing. I'm not upset because
facts.
you just don't know. You don't get it.
Like you just don't like don't say that.
Yeah. But it's still like you should have some of that patience on your end. Like don't come at me like that. It's rude. Bro. Yeah. We passed up one right here that I wanted to get to, and this is the one earlier when I was talking about like snipers versus pickers. It's something that me personally I'm noticing in the game. Something that I really enjoy to see people exploding on the scene with just by not even hitting the bins or the racks or the thrift. That's you. That's shout out Rebound Classics, Nate.
Shout out Nate.
It's dope. You know what I mean? I love it. I love that you guys are bringing your own brand of thing, you know, of style to the game, and it's I welcome it.
Yeah, man. Snipers unite, bro. What's up, snipers? Snipers out there. I'm fucking with you. I love pickers too. Everybody, we're all together, you guys. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah. So as you can see in this photo, like sniper and the picker shaking hands, coming together. You know, if there's one thing that we can come together on, it's vintage community memes. We all share these experiences. But I commented on this one because I was like, yo, this one's so good. And then I commented, why the picker got to be all beat up, though?
No, right? That is true. When you pointed that out, I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out.
I don't even, because this one was done by Nate, Rebound Classics.
It was.
Man. And I don't know if he noticed that either.
Who knows? I know, right?
But he's a G for pointing out that they're snipers and pickers. That's why I love this one so much, because I was like, oh, dude, he also notices that kind of like there's two divisions.
Yeah.
Which is really dope.
What did Nate coming back to you? He commented something back to you, too. On
so he was like, so I was like, why does a picker got to be beat up, though? And I laugh because it's like, it's kind of appropriate. Like, the bins do get rough, you know?
And then he was like...
And then he wrote, I hear the bins can get wild sometimes.
I was weak when he said that.
And then Cerebro and other snipers like, what bin?
No, what's a bin?
Like, what's a bin, bro?
Yeah, it's all jokes.
And then I think, and then this dude, Wave Mountain, commented, it be like that sometimes, yo. So I'm assuming he's a picker. Yeah. He's like, yo, you know, sometimes you got to get dirty. That's how it is.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess so, right?
And you know, like, both are great. Like, I love that the sniper's able to get stuff without getting their hands dirty. Yeah. I mean, but then again, you're on your phone. Like, to me, that's like kind of brutal. Like, I hate just being on my phone already as it is answering.
Yeah, high key is not fun.
Yeah, so it's like either way, we're both putting in work. You know?
Yeah, it's easy, but it's not fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, now that I don't really do as much picking, and I do a little bit of like, I'm kind of in between. Like, I do very little picking, a lot of buying, and some sniping.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Now that I'm in there, I kind of like I'll buy from homies who do be picking, and I'm like, yo, they'll tell me stories, and I'm like, man, I really miss it. You know? It's so much fun. Like, even the drama part of it, it's like, it's so cool that all these people are in this one place, and there's just so many stories coming out of it, so many friendships.
Yeah, that's the best part.
It's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
What was it? One question. What was your last snipe, if you remember?
My last snipe?
Like, you be doing a lot of buys, so I know, like, what was your last snipe, though?
It's the I forgot what their name is, but the Men on Vacation in Living Color.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think it's like Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer, and they're dressed up like in drag.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like,
what color is it?
You see, I've seen that skit?
I'm just talking about what color is it? White?
It's a white one, yeah.
For sure, that's fire.
And it's like them and that's like so. I don't like. I feel like a snipe is when you get it for the low. I paid $50 for that one.
For sure.
I sold it for a bill, so I made like 45
that's
after shipping. Yeah,
to me.
So I was like, when you're doing it the way I do it, I just get my hands on anything that I can make money on, and like even if I buy something for like $100, make $15 profit on it, like that's $15 that I didn't have, and I get to show you guys a really cool piece.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
sometimes I make very little profit margin on stuff, but it matters to me to show you guys that shit.
Yeah. Facts. Let's see what else we got.
All right, tell me when to stop.
Let's see. Yeah, this one's a pretty kind of a good one. It's simple, but it's good. It's a $20 price tag at the thrift. Hell no. But then it says $20 shipped on eBay. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's facts, though, because I never want to pay that much at a thrift. But at eBay, 20 shipped, I'm like, that's a steal.
Yeah, because it's like, you kind of get this bad feeling like, yo, you're a thrift. Why are you trying to sell it for $20?
Yeah.
I'm out of here. You know, but you find on eBay, it's like, yeah, let's do that. I didn't have to leave my house.
Simple. What other ones? What's a super funny one? Okay, this was, a lot of people laughed at this one. A lot of people laughed at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, vintage resellers' parents, they be like, when you gonna get a real job? And the resellers be like, it ain't much, but it's honest work.
He's like a farmer. That's hilarious. This next one right here was good. When you follow and like your thrift crush's posts and he doesn't follow back.
I know that's right up your alley.
For sure, bro. Because like there's people, like I say on all my podcasts, Dash Raiders, like when you're on Instagram all the time, you begin to kind of idolize people for their finds. You're like, yo, this dude's badass, or like he collects dope shit. I want to do and that was the idea of how the podcast came about, because I was like, I want to talk to these people and see what their mindset is. Like,
for sure.
How did they come up? How did they learn? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is totally me. I'm always like, yo, I love all these different pickers, like, you know, they're dope. And there's some that when I meet them in person, I'm like, yo, you're, what's it called? You know, whatever vintage. And they kind of just get weirded out because they're like, yo, why is this dude going ham on me right now? I'm like, dude, I just really love your stuff. I'm a fan.
But you're talking about it from a fan's standpoint. I'm talking about from people when people are like, towards you, and you're just like, you don't acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at this meme. Yeah. I'm like, when people acknowledge your page and they think you're the best page in the world, but you don't really like notice them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's the flip side of that too. Is like people will message me and you know, give me a lot of positive feedback on things, and just like hit me up about random stuff. And it's like I talk to everyone. You know what I mean? And I could tell that sometimes when I meet some of these people in real life, they expect me to know exactly who they are and what we talked about. And I'll get a quick refresher, but once I get what we were talking about, I'm like, oh yeah, you, okay,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
do it, you know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
But I could see how at first it could be like, yo, bro, we talked about Nirvana tees. Like, why didn't you don't remember me?
We were on Instagram, bro. I don't remember you.
Nirvana tees. Oh man.
Bro.
All right.
Let's see. A couple good ones. Yeah, this one. When I posted this one, I'm like, I'm roasting myself right now. It says, when you find out your favorite Instagram account only digs online.
He's just shedding a tear. He's like, I thought you were out there, man.
Yeah,
I thought you were in these trenches.
I know a lot of people feel that way about me too. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh man, do you get that though? People do hit you with that?
I mean, not like straight on, but I can get the vibes that people don't really. People thought that I was finding my stuff in the thrifts and stuff. Yeah. But it has to be obvious I'm not finding my stuff in the thrifts. Isn't it though?
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
like, all my stuff isn't.
You know what it is? I think new people think that. Because when I first started doing this, I would see what I know now are curated pages. Yeah. And I'd be like, how does this guy get so lucky? Yeah. Like, I thought it only came from the thrifts.
For sure.
But there's people out there who just collect, and thrifting is not even a thing to them. Like, they probably even hate thrift stores, but they just love vintage.
There's different ways to get stuff.
Yeah, and that's not even like a cheap sentiment. That's something that has been happening even before the vintage hype. There were just people who would just buy stuff.
Yeah.
And just collected it.
For sure.
This is great right here. When the new rack gets wheeled out, bro, that's hilarious. That's such like a
the
move
new
right
rack
there.
gets wheeled out. Yeah, at the racks.
He just sees it coming out. Like, what's that? What's that colorful piece?
I've never caught a rack getting wheeled out before, but then again, I'm at thrift all the time. So.
I identified. Well, I've seen the racks getting rolled out, and you just like you see, she's pushing. You're just walking alongside the lady, and you're just looking. Like, okay, I see that. Look.
For sure.
See those colors right there. See what that is. This is kind of not vintage related, but sniper related.
Yeah, it is high key. That's why I posted it. How it feels when you go to the bathroom without your phone. Yep. I be in the restroom. Sometimes it doesn't happen all the time, but it has happened before. You know what I'm saying?
I saw this one, and then I was just like, "That's kind of funny." And then after that, I went to the bathroom, and I didn't have my phone, and I was like, "Dude, that thing, it just hit even harder. It hit different at that point." I was like,
You're
"Man,
like, that meme, man. What the fuck?
so you mean I just got to sit here and shit? Like, that's boring."
Yeah, boring as hell. We do it old school now.
Old school. Oh, bro, that's funny.
Oh yeah, this one.
New kid at the bins.
Just like looking up at everything.
Oh man.
My daily routine posted this one. I thought this was hilarious. Just found 2 Looney Tunes shirts at my local Goodwill. I should open a Depop.
That's great. I love the bootleggy vibe to this. Like it's just so like
yeah, the colors and shit.
yeah.
This okay, I see one that's like really specific.
Where's it at?
I'm not sure. Well,
Yeah, let's get into those specific ones too, because you can almost tell that whoever made this was thinking about one person.
yeah, like
Yeah.
this one right here says, well, it's a boy, like a little kid walking up a flight of stairs, but he's like skipping a lot of steps.
Yeah.
But the bottom step says grinding and digging. The second one says learning the culture. The third one says branding yourself.
Yeah.
The fourth one says building a following, and the last one says buying out collections and opening up a store. And the kid is stepping from the bottom one all the way to the top one, so he's skipping all the steps pretty much. And it says trust fund babies.
Yeah. So the steps are like all the steps that like people like you and I have to take to like build, you know, a bit of notoriety. People trust to buy from us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Build our like kind of like aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the trust fund baby just comes through like, and this is true. Like I always wonder, I was like, cause there's people like I try to compare the vintage tee game to the shoe game a lot. And I'm like, I remember in the shoe game, there was people who were like, oh, you know what? I'm rich, so I'm just going to buy all the Grail shoes.
Yeah, true.
And they just buy them all, and then they open up an Instagram, and they just have like a crazy-ass Instagram with all the best shoes, and you're just drooling over them, you know?
It works, I guess, right?
And I'm like, it's going to be a matter of time before a rich person just does that with vintage tees.
Yeah, you're right.
But there's something there that's missing, which is all those steps. Like, you do skip those steps, but it's kind of at your own fault, because I know people who do that, buy a bunch of crazy stuff, and because they miss all these steps, they're not automatically going to be heat broker level. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I feel you.
Or even like round 2 level. Those people who have money who just buy a bunch of stuff, open up a store, and they're going to be round 2. But it's like,
they work from the ground up.
I think that's what's kind of the beauty of this game that we do, is like, you can't just buy a collection and now you're there. Like, you got to put in that work.
Facts. Yeah, nobody's going to know who you are. you gotta have some, what's the word? Feedback or rep.
Yeah, trust fund babies.
I thought that was funny. I was like, trust fund babies. Yeah. Like whoever posted this. Well, who posted it? Expired Sauce.
Yeah,
he was hating on me. But yeah, anyways, yeah, he like you have to be talking about somebody, bro. Like, who you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, because you could just put rich kids, but he's like,
like. Anyways,
all right. You see one?
Nah, I was thinking about it.
Oh, this is good right here.
Yeah, that one was funny.
All right. So it's just the development of him like putting on the makeup to become a clown. And hi, I'm interested in a shirt. I know everything about vintage and just like talking to random dudes on IG.
That's that one. The first one I was like, okay, where's this going, bro? This is hilarious.
And that does happen. There's people who just want to just like chop it up.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah. Especially like because I do the podcast, I get people who want to just like just want to pose a question to me and just really want me to go in on it with them. You know what I mean? And that's why I want to start doing more podcast episodes weekly. So for those people, like, let's make it a thing. Let's really do it.
For real, yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So can you send more pics is the next one. I have no intention of buying. Oh, the parentheses is like what it really means, right?
Yeah.
So can you send more pics? I have no intention of buying your shirt. Can you do better on price? I still won't buy.
Oh man.
And then, okay, can you hold it? Once you do all that, can you hold it? I will never speak to you again.
Yeah, like and the pictures on the clown is like all the way like
it's the full transformation to the clown. That's hilarious, man. That's
I was feeling like clowns.
Oh my God, should we do this?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God. So this is like
this wasn't pointed out towards a particular person though, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Who made this one? Thrift Beast, dude. That's.
But when I first read the first part, I was like, oh, I was like, it hit me in the gut. But I was like, when you fake die to get out of a low ball, you already agreed to.
Yeah, because we know what this is pertaining to, but I don't know if that's why he did it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, it's still funny though.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. Sometimes people will bring that situation up and they'll be like, "Yo, is that the dude who faked his death?" I'm like, dude, I can't believe in
Can
the
we talk
community.
about it? Can we talk about it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like, for those of you who don't know, there's this person on Instagram. His name is Paul. He runs like a skate Instagram. He faked his death because I'm looking at I forgot there's a camera. He faked his death, and the reason he faked his death is because he was caught scamming people. And this is months and months ago, and he recently faked his death. And now he came out as, oh, I'm alive again. And if y'all want to see his page, bro, go to his page. You can find him. It's not easy to find him. I mean, it's not easy to not find him. But yeah, the whole story is insane if y'all want to know the rest of it. It's crazy.
Dude, that was, when I saw that, I was like, yo. And it's kind of just like, everybody knows about it now in the vintage community. I feel like people who watch these things are people who aren't really in the vintage community and or just like find it intriguing. So yeah, so some dude running his business in a whatever way and just decided that faking his death would be a good way to cleanse his business or his reputation.
Yeah.
So he acted like his brother.
Yeah, okay, dude. I forgot about that
He
part.
acted like his brother, and his brother was like, "Hey, I'm this guy's brother, and he died, and I'm now selling his stuff."
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like the day after his death. Like,
bro.
You're just already trying to get cashed out.
And he changed his @name to Paul Died.
Yeah, and he changed. That was another sketchy part. Like, why would you change your brother's Instagram account name to like Paul Died?
Yeah, that was a dead giveaway.
That's kind of insensitive, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, shit. In my mind, I was like, I knew this whole thing was fake. But then there's people in the comments who were like, R.I.P.
Yeah. Sorry
for your loss. And I'm just like looking at all these comments like, man, you guys are being played as fools right now, man. And I feel bad for them because this is not a light situation. You know what I'm saying? Like faking your death. Like, but anyways, man.
Yeah. That was a crazy situation. So, yeah, definitely a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Never thought somebody would fake a death.
Have to talk about that a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this one's funny.
This one right here?
Yeah.
That dude's face is hilarious.
Vintage pages looking for which brand name logo to rip off and use for their own shop. And it's like a funny looking black kid with like some small ass glasses. Yeah.
I feel like you could also put this one as like current streetwear brands looking for vintage T-shirts to rip off too.
Yeah, high key. Yeah, there's a lot of shirts out there with logos on them that are straight rip offs.
Straight rip offs like of
Louis Vuitton,
stuff,
like a bunch of stuff, you know.
Like Rude uses like the Marlboro kind of. Like, they kind of flip the Marlboro.
I noticed that.
And I mean, Supreme is like everything.
Supreme is the culprit of this, but they don't get called out because they're Supreme. and it's cool, I guess.
Let's see here.
Shit, Supreme will collab with SpongeBob. That's what.
This is the one right here. I love this one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is that how you feel when you see like a new dude like doing a crazy ass raffle?
Nah, I mean, I'd be happy for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, this particular meme didn't hit to me.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still funny.
To me, it does because I feel like a lot of people were doing raffles at one point.
Yeah,
and some of them wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
you know, they'd be like 2 weeks with like one person in the raffle, and it's kind of hard to fill up a raffle, like unless it's you. But even me, sometimes like I don't fill it up like right away.
I don't fill my stuff up right away either.
Yeah, And I love that. Actually, that's true. You don't. And I love that about you. I love that you're just like, I don't care what people are saying or thinking. Because I feel like that's one part of it, at least for me, when I do a raffle, is like, because I'll get some people who DM me like, like they'll just say like things like kind of like they feel sorry for me. It's like, dude, I don't care. Like I'm this is up, you know?
Yeah.
But I love that you'll, like, what's the longest you've had taken a raffle to fill up?
Well, I mean, I haven't sold out raffles before, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess like a week or something, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had raffles that didn't sell out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I told you that before, you know. But it's like that feeling. Oh, and I posted a post not that long ago on my page, like kind of like an inspiration post about me not filling up a raffle, and it was a Donkey Kong all over print shirt, crazy shirt. It was, and the raffle was 10 slots, and each slot was $4, $4, bro. So the whole raffle was $40. I was gonna make $40 on the shirt, which I can sell today for probably over $100 easy. But yeah, man, that raffle kind of like hit that spot in my heart where I'm like, wow, something has to change. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it went from there. I just kept trying to do raffles. I didn't stop doing them because I failed. You know what I'm saying? I just kept trying to do them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you're dope, man. I was just thinking about this too, like, and I've told you this, like, you've been posting what you post, your caliber of vintage, like things that you love. Like, you say that a lot. Like, I just post what I like.
Yes, I do say that a lot.
Like, I've come across bangers that I know other people sell, and I've left them because I stick to what I like, and that's 100% true. Like, I've been following this guy, and even before I started following him, I knew his page before that because, you know, posting heat. And the type of stuff that you've been posting has been the same since the beginning. Like, you've kept on going.
Damn, man.
What's kept you going? Like, is it like, I want to make money, or do you? I feel like you just really love this stuff.
Yeah, I do really love the pieces that I post. Yeah, it's like the money just like a side effect, pretty much.
I feel that.
It's like it's awesome. I'm not complaining about the money, but the stuff that I post, everything that I post is like, I've either grew up on it, I like it, or if I don't know about it, I'm not gonna post it. So everything I post, you can bet that I know about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There has been some times like growing my page where I posted some stuff that I didn't know about, and I got caught out on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I posted a Stussy shirt. I'm not a big fan of Stussy, and I posted it was vintage, and it wasn't vintage. Somebody called me out on it, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." You know what I'm saying? And ever since that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to what I know. You know what I'm saying?
So that Stussy shirt was something that you were like, I know people sell this, so I'm gonna pick it up to sell.
Exactly, and I thought it was a cool shirt. That's also why I bought it, because it was a cool faded looking Stussy shirt. But the tag was apparently from the 2000s, and I said it was vintage in the caption, and somebody said, "Hey, bro, this is not vintage." So, you know, I wasn't a dickhead about it. I was like, "Oh, really? My bad, bro." And I changed the caption right away, but it was just a Stussy shirt. I still sold it, but you know, stuff like that, man.
I think that's a big tip to anybody watching this too. Like, aside from, we'll get back to the memes right now, but like, if you're selling stuff, don't blow your bank on stuff that you know is going to be, that you know you've seen other people sell for high numbers, like, because that'll probably end up being the stuff that you sit on. You know what I mean? If you got the capital or you think you could sell it, pick it up. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're just starting out, stick to the things that you like. And I think that's what people are responding to the most, because I'll have grails and they kind of just sit for me sometimes. But then I'll have non-grails that I really feel are so dope. Yeah. And they sell for me crazy. And not just like they just sell, but they sell for like a really good price. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bro, that Hubba Bubba shirt you sold me. You sold it to me for, I think, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody, like 9 out of 10 people would say that you were taxing for that shirt. $60 for a Hubba Bubba shirt. I bought it instantly. Yeah. And somebody just offered me $100 for it, bro. Oh my God. And I still said no because it's a personal. Yeah. But yeah, bro, I'm just saying that just to let people know, like, my grill isn't your grill. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. But yeah. All right.
Somebody else's grill isn't your grill.
So yeah, this one was just funny to me because it's just like, I've seen like people do raffles and I'm like, man, I don't know if that's gonna fill up. Yeah. And when it does, it's like, I feel this way, like, you did it, you crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
You DM me something regarding this one.
We'll get to that one in just a sec. But this one's just like, I don't know if I'll be able to put video up on this, but this is pretty funny because it's just like, when it loops, it's hilarious. So it says, like, when my friends see me with my entire vintage collection. It's an old lady. And she's just like a hoarder, just kind of just curled up in there.
I was like laughing all crazy and shit.
Oh yeah, her laugh is hilarious. All right, so there's that one. Yeah, so this one.
Okay, so Chris. Okay, so this one's. I'll explain it first. It says, "Me when I tell someone I passed on something they copped," and it's like a person in like a king crown on, like a cape and stuff with like a sword.
Yeah.
But then like I think a day after that, I posted that one. I copped the Tales of the Crypt shirt from 247 Diego. And you DM me talking about, hey, bro, I passed on that one or something like that. I was weak.
I said I passed on that, and I sent him the king crown, referring to this meme right here.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you were gonna get it, but
yeah,
I'm
I got it right away. Yeah, I was weak.
But yeah, this one's good because like this is one that you have to explain because if you're not in the community, you kind of don't really know what like. It's funny, but
yeah,
you're like you passed on it, so you think you're like a G because you're just like you could take that. You're a peasant, you know.
Yeah,
you take that piece,
pretty much.
But really, there's another part to that sentiment also where it's like you're kind of hurt because you're like, wait, if he picked it up, like if I pass on something, like I pass on that Crypt Keeper shirt, right?
Yeah.
And then you picked it up, I was like, oh wait, that means he's gonna kill it with that one, like he's gonna sell it, like I don't know.
I feel you now.
So like kind of just to hide that hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
You're just like, I passed on that one, G.
Nah,
you took that? I passed on that.
I feel you. But on our levels, like with us though, I'm pretty sure for the most part, it's like, I passed on it. You can have it. It's never the other way around.
Yeah. No, that one was just like that was a good piece. This is good right here. Just his face as he's getting attacked by all these DMs.
Oh, yeah, Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
His size and price.
That guy yelling directly in his face.
Buyers from spam pages. Where do you shop? Oh, that's the worst one. Where do you shop? Where it's obviously I shop online, bro.
Well, speaking of hurt, this is perfect right here. Where does it hurt? When you have a headache just on the head, when you have a stomachache in the stomach. Watching someone pull a banger in the same bin as you. Oh my god.
That's probably his shoe right there, huh?
Yeah, dude, I've had that happen more times than I'd like to admit, for sure.
Were you like, did you tell the person? You ever try to buy it off them, or did you ever just let them go?
Yeah, I've tried everything
for sure. You're just like fuck.
Let me know if anybody else feels this too. There's a part in my brain that says like, wait a minute. That should be mine because I was in that bin. Like, please give it to me.
Yeah, true. You
kind of want to just say that, like, hey, yo, I was looking in there and I missed it, and like, can you like please feel sorry for me and give that to me?
That's funny. Yeah, I can feel that though. Yeah.
Does that ever happen like for you, like online and stuff? I feel like the eBay snipers, like. For some reason, you guys all talk about the same pieces. Like you guys see them. You know
low key, we all be We sometimes we DM each other like, "Hey, did you cop this?" And sometimes I'm right. They'd be like, "Yeah, I copped it, bro." But yeah, I mean, we're all in tune.
I think we're gonna do this whole row right here.
For sure.
So this one's good. Me pull up to Rose Bowl and shop booth. I think that I meant to say like pull up to sell. Right.
Well, it's like pull up to Rose Bowl and shop booth, like number, like it's like whatever booth that is, and then it's like also me. You are here to sell. You will not buy any teas today.
He's just in the mirror like you will not buy teas today.
Yeah, so I guess it's the person who's selling at Rose Bowl.
Yeah. That's impossible though.
Really?
Yeah, like you gotta if you see stuff, you're gonna buy it. You know what I mean?
You gotta sell shit, not buy shit.
This is great. I mean, this one speaks for itself.
Oh yeah, yeah. The bravado. I stepped in shit.
Let's see what I want to read these comments. This dude wrote that junk food brand.
The junk foods are the worst.
Yeah. Dude, I think the really bad one is the one that I commented, Trunk brand.
Trunk?
With the elephant on it. Have you seen that one?
I haven't actually.
They will go out of their way to really make it look vintage.
Word.
Yeah, and you'll see people online like, yo, vintage, like this. And I just see the Trunk brand and I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
they're like $250. And it's like not vintage.
Yeah, the bravados. I think everybody knows that one though, don't you think?
Yeah. Here's your boy again making an appearance.
There we go. When you see a giant tag picking out, shout out to Sal.
So he said all your thumbnails are just memes. He just
gave
up at a point.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. When you see a giant tag peeking out. So I was at sushi looking at my sushi right
Your
there.
eyes are bulging, bro.
And that dude flipped me into a meme.
Dude.
Let's see here.
this is part of the game right here.
Yeah. When a reseller asks another reseller if a price is negotiable so they can resell. So I've seen people really like, because there's that whole thing of like, oh, if you resell it, I ain't tripping, right?
Yeah.
Which is good, right? But then there's a little detail in there where it's like, don't try, like if I give you the price, don't try to have the price lowered by like 10, 20 bucks. If you're just going to go resell it.
Yeah.
Or don't tell me it's going to be personal if you're just going to go resell it.
Yeah, that
you
one.
Know what I'm saying?
Hate that one.
So there's kind of just some gray areas right there. But yeah, when a reseller asks another reseller for price negotiables.
Like, yeah.
That's kind of the face that you imagine that they have. Like,
yeah, it's like trying to
That's
like
funny.
be sneaky. But I think it should be obvious for most resellers who are selling shit to people that, I mean, if it's not like if the account is a reselling account, like, don't you think they're gonna resell it, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless they tell you it's gonna be personal. What else? What else we got here?
the permanent inside battle to tax or not.
Yeah, that's me totally. Sometimes, yeah.
That's funny.
I'd be like, man, I can totally tax on this piece.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't even do that.
Find one of your grails.
That's how I felt about this Grand Theft Auto 2 shirt I just posted. The
Yeah.
battle to tax on my head. Because I didn't tax on it, and I should have taxed on it.
What's this one right here?
A yard
It's like
sale
the
or
yard
estate
sale
sale. Yeah. This one's cool. I made this one. When you find an IG account that posts heat and nobody you know follows them, sensational.
You kind of just like get comfy in your chair, like, all right,
Yeah,
go down the street.
pretty much. This happens a lot though. I said IG account, but this happens a lot on Depop. I find out hella Depop accounts that nobody is like following them. They have hella heat.
Yeah, it's probably because it's harder to maneuver on Depop. Like on Instagram, you could see everything. Like,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more accessible. This is funny right here.
This
When
one-
your ex blocks you on social media, but she is a reseller, so you message her on eBay.
I was like, what?
So funny. Yeah, so like as vintage grows bigger and bigger, those are the different things that I think about. I'm like, when's gonna be the first like major brawl at the bins? That happened, and like just different situations. And like this is one, like there's gonna be romances coming out of thrifters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna know them.
Yeah.
It's funny.
True. There needs to be there really needs to be way more female thrifters, but there's not.
This is one that I definitely identify with. So there's like all these urinals here,
Oh.
and the dude comes right next to him, and that's what it's like when you're in the thrift, and another thrifter comes in and picks right beside you.
Yeah.
I mean, when you do that, you're just like very passive aggressively saying like, I don't want you to get heat right now, so I'm gonna like try to
Really,
like
yeah.
sabotage you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right about that.
If there's heat in there, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see why we're all gathering around. But if you're just standing next to me, just to stand next to me,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, you're kind of just.
Especially if the section is long as hell and
Yeah.
you can be at a totally different spot.
Yeah, that happened to me one time when I was out of state. I was traveling, and this dude did that to me. And get this, I even left those bins, went to another one across town, and he pulled up there
What the fuck? He followed you?
and would not make eye contact with me. Would not say a word to me. Like I even tried to say what's up to him because I was like, okay, obviously, like we just bumped into each other twice.
Yeah.
Like what's up, man? I was like, I was like, you know, threw my head up at him. I was like, hey, how's it going, man? And just like would not look at me. And then found out later on that night when I linked up with some homies out there, like, oh yeah, that dude and like another dude, like they know you're in town and they're trying to like make sure you don't get any heat while you're here.
Wow.
I'm just like, dude, like tell me something, like, you know, like.
That's the 1980 something effect right there.
And the crazy thing is, I still got stuff, you know, because the bins are not gonna. There's no way to understand this, guys. If you're like trying to block someone at the bin, there's no way to block someone from getting heat at the bins. What I do in those situations when that happens is I literally walk away from once the rotation starts and we start digging. I walk away and go to another bin because. And everyone I think that goes to bins has experienced a situation where everyone gets in front of a bin that they think is gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then some random bin hits that like nobody was even by.
For
like,
sure.
It's after you know, the first minute someone finds something in there. Like
Damn.
yeah, bins don't care about you.
For sure.
Don't care about your
Yeah, this one's funny.
Oh, this is a classic one right here. Instant classic when you posted this one.
When you get a grill for $1, personal collection or resale? That's the
Why
hardest.
is that such a hard decision?
That's the hard. I mean, for me, it's usually towards the personal collection. If I get it for dumb cheap and it's something that it's a grail, like I'm keeping it. But like the resale part, sometimes happens. I'm like, should I sell this bitch? Like,
I feel like your personal collection though is very gray, like because you'll get offers on it and you just sell it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And there's some people I feel like use not for sale as a sale tactic.
That is, I'm glad you said that. That's what I do. Yeah. And so I know Nate does that too. Rebound Classics. I know you're watching this.
Yeah, I've seen that, like not for sale. And then I'm just like, I'll be tripping out and I'll hit you up and I'll be like, yo, man, you're just going to keep that one, huh? And you're like, oh, actually, I got offered up. Like, it's gone. I know a few people who do that. I can't say I don't know if I could do that because I'm just the kind of person that I don't even post things that I don't want to sell. So I kind of, like, in this meme right here, like, that's you sweating, but I kind of just, like, have to make it. So I'll press one of those buttons.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, deal with it, you know?
Just deal with it.
Because I hate when I post a personal and it sells. Because then I'm just like, oh, I should have.
Yeah.
Should have, you know what I mean?
I learned that earlier on in the game. Like, there's so much, like, I didn't really start collecting stuff until, like, the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I this whole time until the beginning of this year, I would get grails and I would have to sell it because I need some money.
Right.
But now I'm at the point where I'm like, I grow my page a little bit. I have the funds to like keep stuff now, sort of, kind of.
Same.
So it's like that's just cool. I like to keep stuff for my personal collection now. But before, it would all be resold right away, which sucked. I'd be sad. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing I can do about it.
There'd be pieces I would try and I'd be like, man, this would be great to keep, but
it's my job.
Gotta pay some bills. So that's a classic.
And I'm glad I said that just now. Shout out to War Vintage for bringing that up to me because he said that same thing, and I was like, wow, that hit me for real, for real.
Oh, this one's good right here because this has happened to me.
Yeah, it's happened.
Bro, will you say that? Will you tell them like, bro, that's a reprint? I'll let it ride.
I told them it's a reprint, and they don't. And sometimes they be like, I don't care, it's a shirt.
Oh yeah, that does happen too. I've had that happen too. But yeah, when they send me that, I'm just like, it's almost like I want to get into it, like, but
okay, bro, go for it. Yeah, I mean, in my heart, I just want to honestly think that they don't know what they're doing. To be honest,
yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna tell you like what you're doing. Like, you know, it's a reprint, right? Sometimes they'd be like, oh, really? Sometimes they'd be like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. So cool.
Yeah, we're probably coming off as dicks as we're going through these memes, but that's kind of the beauty of this page. It's like we're kind of it's therapy for a lot of us to go through this and just be like, yeah, this shit happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like,
it is.
Yeah, we're that's what I'm doing right now as we go through this. We're just like, you know, kind of blowing off some steam. I feel like.
Yeah, we are.
That's the beauty of this page.
But our steam is also another reseller's steam. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like, hey, they're talking about what I'm thinking right now. Yeah. And I already have people who don't like me anyway, so I don't care. I made this page because I wanted to. So.
Yeah, that's definitely like your attitude. Is just like, in getting to know you more, you're just like, I'm just gonna do what what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Vintage. This one at plastic. What were you gonna press?
I wasn't gonna. Oh, which one is this? Oh, this cat one. Oh, that's a funny one. But let's do this one right here.
You're buying more vintage tees, and us already having hundreds of vintage tees. we need more, man. We need more. Yeah. Need more. That one was specific, but
this one right here.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's check this one out.
Life of a reseller. You make 300 in one day. Okay, we doing the damn thing. Make $0 for 3 days in a row. Damn, I gotta get a job. It makes 500 in one day. Alexa, play Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar. Hey, shout out to For the Love of the Third for posting this one because I actually laughed when he sent me this one.
There's so much truth to this one right here. Like, there's days when you're just like, man, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I know, facts.
Yeah, when you make that money, you just forget. I think that's a good lesson for anything in life. Is like, if you're going through a tough time, remember the good times. Know it's gonna get better.
Yeah, you know exactly. Yeah, that's how I felt, and the days got better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I was having a rough day a couple days ago. I can't even remember what it was about. I was just like tripping.
You posted on your vlog that you sold at You made the least that you ever made.
Oh, that was a bad day. Yeah, but it was good. But so like this past Sunday was slow again at the market. Yeah, I think it's just like that dead zone between like back to school and like holiday shopping. Yeah. So it was just dead at the market again. But earlier that day, I had sold a shirt for like $250. You know, so I was like, I started the day like, yo, it's gonna be great. Yeah. But what happened was the market was still good, but then it kind of died like in the last 3 hours. And I think I made like 2 sales of like two $10 tees in that time. Okay. And just sitting at the market, just bored as hell. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is horrible. And I was just like, yo, I don't know if I should sell here anymore. Really? You think that in your head? You know, well, you just go into a negative place. Yeah, I feel you. But it's like you forget about, you know, it's easy to lose track of how dope what you're doing is.
Exactly, yeah, bro. The positives.
We're human. This one's great right here. So this is I'm pulling up all the bin ones.
I mean, they're funny still. So I'm a sniper, but they're still funny.
So when you're walking around, like this could be like when you first get there in the morning, or this could be like after everyone's dug through stuff and you're kind of just walking around the store.
For sure.
And then you just see a banger just chilling, or you know, it's just chilling right on top. Like that's literally you're like, what? It's funny. The banger is the girl. She's just popping up because that's really how it feels. I felt this one 100%.
For real. Post Malone is like
his face is like. Yeah, that's funny. Is she like flashing him?
Is she flashing him?
She is.
That's why he's like, oh.
That's hilarious, dude.
I also wanted to make this page like low key, kind of like a informative page too. So that's why I posted these ones. Yeah. Like they're not memes, but they're like knowledgeable.
I like that. Oh, see, I already have this one flagged.
The Gildan ones, I was surprised when I saw this one. I was like, wait, this tag right here is from 02? Yes. I was like, wait, I could have swore these are from like towards this time.
So you see the 2002 one has that heavy cotton part at the bottom? Yeah. But the ones that are just the straight trash Gildan are the ones that just say Gildan and they're this double tag and they don't say heavy cotton.
For sure.
And the logo even looks different too, but yeah, that top left one and all those top 3 right there, I love those.
Bruh. Me too.
Because you can see them and like people kind of just sleep on those too.
They're stitched. I mean, they're like they look cool to me. See how like they're like they're not printed on. They're stitched in.
Yeah, those are embroidered tags.
Embroidered, yeah. I mean,
and they're thick. They're really thick. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, but before I saw this post, I would have thought like these 3 on like 2000 to 02. I'll pass up on hella shirts on those tags just because it's on that tag.
Damn. Yeah, no, I'll pick these tags right up. I love these. Yeah, always
for sure.
All right, up next we're going to. Oh, this is the GOAT right here. There we go. Sneaker Mo Easy. When you finish laying out 40 rap tees you just found, he's just like tired, smiling.
Yeah, that's like a flex post.
Yeah, that's a great one. This is great too. The colors on this one, you went in on this one.
How much did you sell this one for? I have the same one. Yep, better man, bro. This one is like,
I don't know a fucking thing, bro. My guy.
Like people, I've gotten shit for posting this too, because some people will be like, yo. What's the problem? Like, why can't you just tell us? Yeah. And I just tell them, like, bro, like, I just don't want to. Like, you have to figure it out yourself. Yeah. Like, that's the main thing. Just figure it out yourself.
Yeah, it's like
just sell your stuff for the price that you want to sell your stuff for, not for the price that other people sell their stuff for.
I'm trying to think of why that question irks me, and it definitely does bother me, because
it shouldn't matter what you sold yours for, bro.
I mean, it's just kind of tough because, like, if I tell you that the price that I sold it for, again, what we talked about earlier, like variables that come into pricing things, it's not the same for you. And like I said, price appropriately to sell things. What do you want to do? Do you want to sell things, or do you want to tell people Chris sold it for this much?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So another thing is, like, eBay is also not a good indicator of what to sell things for.
Hear that, guys?
Because it used to be like look up the sold listings and that's market value. That's what people would say. But nowadays there's no such thing as market value. Yeah. You know, because there is, but you can't track it because market value is on Instagram now.
Exactly, bro.
And there's no way to see, like, unless we tell you, and I don't want to tell you because it's not, we're not on eBay where you're going to have the same amount of effect or reach or influence or impressions, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's like this question, man. This is like, do you guys ask this question just to get an insight on what the market is, bro? The market is what you make it, bro.
And honestly, like, that's not something that should deter you or make you feel upset or make you feel like this is too confusing or like lost about how to price stuff. That should make it easier.
Exactly. Yes,
how much do you want to sell it for? How much do you know? When I price things, sometimes I'm like, I think about how fast I want to sell it.
How much you paid for it.
Yeah. So those are my variables. I don't even, go to ask people for stuff. Like, and maybe you're thinking you don't have to because you're already established. But there's stuff that I get that I'm like, I don't even know. Do you have that moment where you're like, you know what? I want to charge this much. I feel comfortable with this price.
Yeah, I just in my mind, I'm like, I'm charging something for the price that if I sell it, I'm not gonna regret it, bro. Like, if somebody sells it for more, I'm not gonna regret it because I sold it for the price that I wanted to sell it for. Yeah. That's the main mindset I think people have when they ask this question, like, yo, this guy sold his for this much. I have to sell mine for as much as he sold his for. You know what I'm saying? But you can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is a whole topic that I can go in on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one is definitely goes deep. This is a classic meme right here, and I love how we flipped this one right here.
Yeah.
My actual destination, thrift store nearby.
That's a good one. Me. That's a good one. Yeah, that's me when I first started. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, I gotta stop over here real quick. Might be a little late, but you never know. Might find a banger.
Yeah.
Here it is again.
Somebody switch it up.
Selling it for profit, keeping it for my personal collections.
Skirt. Yeah, keep it for the personal. That's me. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, this is great because this was a movie I watched a lot as a kid, Jurassic Park.
Okay,
and this scene in the movie always made me laugh. This dude, have you seen this part?
I've seen this movie a long time ago. I remember this movie.
So there's this part where the dude's like, the dude with the hat and the sunglasses, he's like, be quiet, like they're having like a secret meeting.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, he does that. He's like, hey, everyone, look who's here. Like, and then he's like, see, nobody cares. But it's funny that they made the meme out of it. Like, look, he has a shirt just like Travis Kanye. He's like, see, no one cares.
Yeah, nobody cares, bro.
That's so good. That scene used to make me die as a kid.
Except the hype beast.
This is for the snipers right here.
Yeah, on the way. That it's been delivered is even better.
Yeah.
When you're not home. Let's see. Yeah, we get to the end of it now. I think that's the last one I posted.
Oh, right there? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So what do we got right here? When someone else reaches for a shirt. These are all pretty funny. Let's go into the last 6 right here. All right, so, hey, I just started my page. Shout out for a shout out.
Bro.
No.
Yeah, this one hit me because I get that question all the time.
Yeah.
Not shout out for a shout out, but they just be asking for a shout out.
Yeah.
Like, bro, can you give me a shout out, bro?
When someone else reaches for the same shirt as you at the bin. So anyway, I started blasting. That's hilarious.
This one didn't get as many likes as I thought it was gonna get.
I think because it took me a couple of times to read it to get it. So like, dude's got the gun. He's like, Billy, what have you done? And there's like the dude's shot, right? And he's like, what's the lowest you can do? And the dude's like, oh, that's why you shot his ass. And he pulls out the shot.
Yeah.
Let's take him out.
Yeah, it's funny. I think the quote for the guy who was shot could have been something funnier.
Yeah.
But oh well.
What's the lowest you can do?
It could have been like something like, can you give it to me for free shipping? Or I don't know, something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's funny when people, and I get why people ask that. You kind of, because I get that at the market too all the time that I sell at. Like, people tell me, they'll like hit me with the price, and like sometimes I'll hook them up, but sometimes I can't.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, sorry, I had to ask. We're at a flea market, and I'm like, I completely understand. Like, of course, And sometimes I'll do it, But right here,
it's like what the fuck, like.
Yeah, when they do it online, it's like, wait, but if I wanted a lower price, I would have get the lower price off top.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you're gonna ask that question, don't even ask that question. Just be like, just throw your price that you want to pay to the person who's selling it.
Yeah,
like,
true. People who use their personal IG to like and comment on their vintage IG post. That's hilarious.
I use my community meme page to like my Heat Broker page.
Yeah. So there's like some smaller accounts that I have post notifications on for.
Uh-huh.
So when they post stuff, like I could get on it right away,
Yeah.
And one time this dude posted something, I got the notification, went straight to it, and they had 1 like already. I was like, oh, somebody else has post notifications?
Yeah.
So I looked at the liker, and it was himself, like his personal account. So that's why this one This one had me weak.
Damn, for sure. It's like, oh, it's you. Oh, the mystery box one. When you start doing mystery boxes to get rid of all the hard to sell average stuff you stuck with. Is this facts or false?
Man, I don't know. I don't do mystery, but I've had people ask me for mystery boxes, so I did it. I've done it a couple times
For sure.
but I don't like promote that I do mystery boxes.
I got you.
Yeah, I prefer to just like sell piece by piece and just
Same.
like people appreciate it more that way. You know,
Yeah. That's I've noticed a lot of boxes popping up.
it's a big trend right now for sure.
Not hating on it. Just let y'all know.
10K followers, 20K followers, 20. I haven't seen this one. 25K followers and 23 likes. You bought them.
You bought your followers, brother.
Where do people go to buy followers at? Is that? I didn't even think. I thought that was like some like a myth.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like you can go on some website or something, some app. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, you could kind of tell by the comments too. It'll be like, "Yo, this is a great." It'll be like, "Thank you for this. It made my day." And it's like a picture of a random NASCAR shirt.
Bro, yeah, these people who have fake followers, like that isn't like I never saw the positive in buying fake followers. Okay, it's like okay, you look like you have a lot of followers, bro. What does that do for you? It doesn't give you any real likes. It doesn't give you any real buyers. It doesn't give you any real like sales. You know.
Yeah.
So
in the end, you look like even more of a loser because
Yeah.
you got all these. Yeah, just it's definitely an embarrassing
the
thing.
person who has 1,000 followers who are real make more sales than the person who has 50,000 fake followers.
For sure. All right, so we're at the end
For sure,
of
yeah.
the memes, man.
The memes,
It
the memes,
was
man, is
great.
me.
So check out Vintage Community Memes. It's my boy Corbin, the Heat Broker.
For sure, yeah, man.
Thanks for being on, bro.
Hey, thanks, bro. I
Like
appreciate
said,
you.
Like I said before we turned the camera on, like thanks for always being down for my crazy ideas.
I'm always with it, man. You know, you asked the question if I want to be on a podcast again. I was like, hell yeah, it's my thing. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how to talk better and stuff, but stop stuttering and stuff. But you know, you're my guy.
We don't have no media training. Like we're just out here like chopping it up. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah.
There's probably somebody watching like Chris doesn't use his hands enough or he uses his hands too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the freaking computer with the phone filming like.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Damn, it's an hour and 20 minutes. That's what's up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Throw that up. So yeah, thank you very much for being on. Appreciate
sure, bro.
you. You're the
Yeah,
homie.
for sure.
Whenever you want to come sell, we need to talk about that too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out the People's Champion.
Yeah, shout out
That's
Tommy.
where we are right now in Peoria, Arizona, and I
Sir.
think I'm about to hit these racks and see
Hell
what
yeah.
see what we find right here.